Reverse charge, also known as self-assessed tax, shifts the responsibility for accounting the tax from the supplier to the buyer. Picture this. An overseas supplier provides a service, but doesn't charge VAT. Instead, the buyer must calculate, declare, and pay the tax directly. That's reverse charge in action. Why use it? Reverse charge is essential when dealing with overseas suppliers, intra-regional services, or situations where the supplier isn't registered for local tax. It lets tax authorities secure compliance and ensures correct tax reporting, even when traditional invoicing can't cover it. The key principle: reverse charge never increases the supplier's payable amount. The buyer accounts for the tax liability and handles remittance and recovery, keeping the supplier's invoice untouched. To configure an Oracle Fusion Tax, start with the basics. Define your tax regime and set up a tax rate specifically for self-assessment. Next, ensure supplier tax registration is left blank or marked not registered where appropriate. For your own legal entity, first-party tax registration needs to be enabled for self-assessment. Set up tax rules. When the supplier isn't tax registered, the system should use first-party registration for tax calculation. Apply clear rules for applicability, status, and rate to trigger the reverse charge precisely when needed. Consider the example logic. If a supplier isn't tax registered, Oracle Fusion automatically applies self-assessed tax. If the supplier is registered, standard tax applies and is shown on the invoice. Accounting outcomes reflect both the liability and recoverable or non-recoverable tax. But critically, the supplier invoice amount remains unchanged. The buyer's books show the tax due and any recovery claim, maintaining full audit transparency. Testing is crucial. Create sample invoices, validate tax calculations, check the accounting entries, and review your tax reporting. Ensure every rule runs as expected, with robust documentation for audit readiness. The takeaway: Oracle Fusion's self-assessed tax implementation is rule-driven, audit-friendly, and eliminates the need for manual workarounds. Proper configuration guarantees compliance and clarity. Follow for more Oracle Fusion functional insights.